Over in Iowa, Nathan reports his daughter's got a designated play space set up below ground level, but he started noticing unusual sounds drifting up from there lately, even during times when the house is empty. He describes it as sounding like someone walking up those stairs. One day after hearing the noise again, Nathan grabs his camera and heads downstairs to investigate.
Oh my... What are you doing there? Who are you?
I got you good.
Oh yes you did. Oh, you got my heart good.
His daughter manages to startle him pretty good. Beyond that moment though, nothing seems out of place. But right as he's taking his last peek back down those stairs, this huge ball comes flying straight at him like somebody invisible just chucked it. Ever since that incident, they've shifted his daughter's toys and play stuff upstairs. These days, the whole family does their best to keep clear of that part of the basement. In the latest video from Midwest Ghost Hunter, Ian explores the Rose Lawn Cemetery in Minnesota, a site shrouded in dark tales. Established in 1886, this sprawling graveyard is notorious for its ghost stories, including a particularly chilling one about a late-night emergency call to the local police. The caller claimed to be trapped inside a mausoleum, but by the time help arrived, the mausoleum was locked and empty. Attempts to trace the call revealed no trace of the number, earning the mysterious caller the nickname Smiling Jack, inspired by a portrait of a grinning man in the mausoleum. Ian begins his nocturnal investigation. With just a night vision camera and a spirit communication device, he records a disturbing sight.
Over here? Like I said, this place has so many mausoleums. They almost outnumber the tombstones. Nobody home there. Whoa, what the f? Did that just move? That freaking angel just turned and looked at me. Do you see that? It's looking right at me. I'm actually really creeped out by this. I do not want to go towards it. Oh God, okay. Hello? Who just moved this statue? How the do you explain that? She was facing this way, just like Mother Mary here. And now look, she literally turned like 90 degrees, all by herself.
A tombstone seems to shift and face him. Curious about this phenomenon, Ian sets up his K2 meter and starts asking questions.
Pearson, I have a request for you if that's okay. Since you moved that angel statue just now, would you be able to move it again? If so, touch the green light. Ooh, okay, okay. Let's see if it moves. What? What? Did you see that? Holy, it just moved again. I cannot believe that. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm not gonna ask any more from you, okay? Just gonna grab my K2. Oh my God, dude, I cannot believe that. And best of all, I caught that on camera. I know I did. Holy.
When he asks the spirit to move the statue once more, the statue complies, further unsettling Ian. Undeterred, Ian moves to another mausoleum, where things take a strange turn. Whoa, you see that? The door is open on this one. Whoa, that is really unusual. You normally never see this. All these vaults are kept locked, so it makes you wonder, how did this open? Either someone would have had to have had a key, or something opened it from inside. Hello? Is anyone in there? Someone just said hello. Hi. What's your name? My name is Ian. I've got chills. Holy shit, this is insane. I wonder if I should go inside of it. I don't know if it's a good idea. Whoa! Did that just move? That door just opened even more! Holy shit. It's like it's inviting me to come in. I don't know if it's a good idea for me to go in there. But am I curious? Okay, let's just do it. All right. Hope you don't mind coming in, okay? Jeez Louise. It is really creepy in here. Is this what you wanted? Did you want me to come in? Because I'm in here now. Who haunts this mausoleum? Is it one of you? In these pictures? I'm keeping an eye on that door. If that thing closes, you're gonna hear me scream. Oh, what the f***? I just felt something touch my neck. Did you just touch me? I felt you just touch me.
eerie feeling in here, guys. Oh, what was that? Oh God, get me out of there. Oh God. That thing just launched right at me. I am not going back in there. No f***ing way. That scared me half to death.
A vase unexpectedly slides towards him as if nudged by an unseen force, prompting Ian to quickly exit the tomb. Despite his nerves, he continues his search as soon as he hears unsettling banging noises. Following the sounds, he arrives back at the same mausoleum involved in the earlier police call.
What was that? Do you hear that? That sounds like banging sounds. I think I know where that's coming from too. No way this is happening. No way this is happening. Oh, oh, do you hear that? Oh, dude, that is literally Smiling Jack's door. And he's banging on it. And now it's completely stopped. Smiling Jack? Is that you? Oh my God, you guys. I've got goosebumps all over. I hear you in there. Do you need help? Knock on the door if you need help. I'm gonna try to use my K2. Put it at his door. Jack, if you can hear my voice, could you touch that green light? Use whatever energy you need. Give me a sign that you're here with me. Whoa, 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 whoa! Holy shit, holy shit.
Ian attempts to communicate with whatever might be inside, and the mausoleum doors begin to shake.
Smiling Jack, are you in there? I just heard a voice echoing in there. Holy moly! Oh my God, it sounded like he said, "Let me out." I don't know if I heard that right, but... Smiling Jack. Talk to me. I want to help you. This is nuts, you guys. I can hear him in there, moving around. I'm gonna take a bunch of pictures and see what else I can get. What the? Oh my God. That sent a jolt down my spine. There has to be a person in here. Hello? Oh, weird. You see that? That window. It's like glowing. It's glowing. There's a fucking shadow in there. Alright, I've had enough. I've had enough. The birds are starting to chirp. I think I'm at my limit. I'm at my limit.
As he cautiously approaches, the camera captures a fleeing shadow and disembodied laughter. Ian's conclusion is that the cemetery is haunted, a belief strongly supported by his viewers. What do you think about this eerie footage? After settling into a new apartment, the guy in the next video kept waking up to crashing sounds in the middle of the night. With things getting tossed around his place regularly. This is one of those times he grabbed his phone to start filming what was happening. What's truly disturbing is that this person didn't have any children, so there's absolutely no way to explain who this young child could have been. Could it be connected to that ball that mysteriously fell in the main room? And then there's that dark shape lurking in the doorway. It genuinely terrified him to his core, scaring him so badly that he ran out immediately, crashing at a buddy's place that same evening. It remains unclear how things developed after that, but I'll stay alert for any potential follow-ups. Another really odd recording, which was captured by a bicycle rider one night, as he was just about to leave a parking garage in the midst of night. After completing his shift, the garage is located in South America. There's no way for ordinary people to enter the garage, since it is restricted to employees only. And the young driver tells us that he heard some creepy noises stemming from the same parking level he was located on. As the young man seems to be fiddling around with his light, it would appear that the shape of a lady can be seen in the distance, casually strolling through the parking garage, which should be impossible. The driver walked around the garage level for a bit, but couldn't find anybody, so he believes that this could actually be a spirit, or something else. Not too long ago, a horrifying event unfolded on a British passenger train bound for London, and what happened next has sparked a chilling wave of online speculations. A train bound from Hull to London King's Cross became the scene of a sinister and targeted mass stabbing, described by witnesses as like something out of a nightmare. The train was eventually brought to an emergency stop at Huntington Station. There, the armed police stormed the carriages and arrested 2 suspects. 10 people were hospitalized, 9 with life-threatening injuries, and the incident was immediately declared a major emergency. Police temporarily activated the national protocol for a potential terror attack, before later confirming the motive was still under investigation. As the story spread across the country, one particular broadcast moment captured viewers' attention for an entirely different reason. During GB News' live coverage of the unfolding event, reporter Mark White was giving updates from outside the cordoned area. As he described the horrific scene, the microphones picked up something unusual. A faint whispering voice behind the broadcast.
For our radio audience here are a number of individuals. I can see those in orange.
Several viewers heard it, others clipped the footage and uploaded it online. When the audio is isolated, it sounds unmistakably like a whisper, saying, "The train never stops."
Here are a number of individuals. I can see here are a number of individuals. I can see.
Eerie theories, as some users suggested it was a technical glitch or radio interference from a nearby device. Others have gone much further, claiming the phrase could have supernatural significance. One theory making the rounds is that the attacker may have been possessed or influenced by a dark force, and that the whisper represents an echo of that moment, a phrase connected to the attack itself. But it remains unclear what exactly happened that night.
Here are a number of individuals.
The next unsettling video is brought to us by Chris, also known as Urbex Hill. In this clip, Chris returns to the deserted Robert Fulton Elementary School in Cleveland. This school, built in 1920, is located in one of the most dangerous areas of Cleveland and has stood abandoned for more than 15 years. While exploring the crumbling structure, Chris is suddenly startled by an unexpected noise.
It's a fallout shelter. All these desks behind. Somebody's down here.
Feeling uneasy, he quickly heads upstairs, but then hears what sounds like voices coming from somewhere ahead.
I hear somebody talking. Somebody's down there.
Here's one more thing I need to point out. Right as that person with the flashlight turned around, I could see a gun in their hand. This startled me, so I started running away. There's no telling what these people could be using this building for. They could just be squatters or even scrappers. They could even be criminals hiding from the police. I don't know. But one thing I know for sure, they didn't want me there, because they started shooting a gun as I ran away.
As As he cautiously approaches, he catches sight of someone holding a flashlight, and without hesitation, Chris does what anyone would do in this situation. He turns and bolts. As he races to safety, the situation takes a terrifying turn when the sounds of gunshots ring behind him. Fortunately, Chris manages to escape unharmed, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats, wondering what might have happened if he hadn't escaped so quickly. The tense moments left many asking themselves if they would have had the nerve to explore such a place on their own. Would you dare to venture into a place like this? On the evening of May 29th, 2018, a man was relaxing in his home when he began to hear unusual sounds coming from the basement. Initially, he suspected that a squatter might have secretly taken up residence in his home without permission. However, still uncertain, he decided to investigate further. What he discovered was far more terrifying than he could have imagined.
Doing this cabinet crown. And I think there's a squatter in this house. I think it's in here. Hello? 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 Anybody here?
Upon reaching the basement, he found no sign of anyone there. Strangely, the lights began to flicker on and off, despite the light switch being visible and untouched. It was at this moment that the man realized he was not dealing with an intruder, but rather something more sinister, an entity of the paranormal nature. Determined to get to the bottom of the situation, he continued his search, though his skepticism was quickly fading.
Hello? Hello? Who is it?
To his shock, the basement door inexplicably swung open, despite no one being there. As he approached to inspect, the door suddenly slammed shut behind him. The lights began to flicker once more, this time so intensely that it caused the man to drop his phone in fear. What happened next was even more chilling. The phone, lying on the floor, started spinning as if it was being manipulated by an unseen force. The man, now thoroughly terrified, decided he could no longer stay in the house. He moved out a week later and since then has experienced no further paranormal occurrences. One night, the family got disturbed by a stranger on their porch. He seemingly tried to force his way into the house. Unfortunately, it is unknown if the police got a hold of him. But what's even more are his wide eyes that don't appear fully human. strange. During the early morning hours, a woman named Brandy was sleeping soundly next to her spouse when their surveillance system picked up something strange at 2:45 a.m. Have a look. An abrupt, brilliant burst of light appears, getting the dog's attention right before the entryway shifts open a bit, and what appears to be an unsettling pale face that looks out from behind the entryway before retreating back out of sight. Then a dark silhouette shaped like a young child appears standing in the corridor briefly before fading into the shadows. Once more, the pale face reveals itself behind the entryway right before the last burst of light. Brandy can't make sense of the odd series of occurrences she's observed in the recording, but mentions this marks her first supernatural encounter ever.
Jake Met has shared the following video of his best friend's sister. He states that she was the only person home at the time, and while recording and singing along to his song, a shadow man could be captured, standing behind her in the living room. Again, it is very unclear what exactly is standing there in the room. But the sudden appearance could make one believe that it could be an otherworldly force.
The following video was shared by a concerned mother on her channel, the Mommy Wowpedia. They have CCTV cameras installed outside of the residence, and on one particular night, something terrifying seems to have been captured. She tells us, "I had a scary experience a couple of days ago. I saw something weird on our CCTV cameras. I watched it closer and I think I saw a ghost. I was so scared, but I couldn't find it after some seconds. We checked the backup, but couldn't find any ghost or paranormal thing as such. So today I noticed it again when I was playing with my daughter. I immediately captured it with my phone. Guess what? I checked the backup video and found nothing. Again. Please take a look and tell me what you think." It looks like a lady who's leaning over the railing and resting her head on her hand. You can even make out the face a little, as well as her legs. It's a really mysterious encounter, since nobody seemed to have seen her in person, nor was she on the actual CCTV backup. Was it a ghost, reliving some of its memories? I couldn't say. What could have transpired here in your opinion? A pretty eerie video.